Hi, Rudy Martin here, editor of Emerging Market Winners for Uncommon Wisdom Daily. Today, President Obama attempted to address critics of his administration's energy policy. Since the unrest in the Middle East and North Africa began, gas prices in the U.S. have shot up 50 cents a gallon, reaching a national average of $3.58 last week. On Tuesday, the Interior Department said more than two-thirds of offshore leases in the Gulf of Mexico are sitting idle, neither producing oil and gas nor being actively explored. The leases could potentially hold more than 11 billion barrels of oil and 50 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Now, the president reiterated his ambitious goal of reducing oil imports by one-third over the next 15 years and vowed to break through the political gridlock that has stopped similar initiatives for decades. Some have already questioned how American taxpayers can afford the billions and billions of dollars in taxes to subsidize ethanol, electric cars, and other energy ideas that can't survive alone in the free market. Others have accused Obama of shutting down drilling in the Gulf of Mexico and Alaska and blocking development of natural resources onshore. The near-term impact of high energy prices will be a boost for oil producers and, more importantly, the firms that provide services to the industry. Obviously, higher prices make drilling more affordable, so top rig companies such as Transocean, Noble Corporation, and Diamond Offshore stand to benefit. But the best performance have been smaller companies like Pride International and Ensco, up 46% and 39% respectively over the past year. High energy prices also improve the economics for oil service companies, so stocks like Halliburton and Baker Hughes could be huge winners. Over the weekend, top oil exporter Saudi Arabia unexpectedly called on oilfield service companies to expand the kingdom's rig count by nearly 30% to ensure that spare production capacity remains ample despite supply uncertainty. And in the midst of all this, Transocean and Noble said they may sell some of their less productive rigs, improving quality and indirectly getting rid of older designs. It's expensive to find oil, and at today's prices, these inefficiencies are very critical. The age of cheap oil is behind us. Ahead of us lie higher oil prices, which means more money is spent on exploring for new fields and on maximizing the output of established ones. All service companies that do this are positioned to generate excess returns and are attractive investments. That's my take on it. Thanks for watching.